I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can call for the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regretted for letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the NFC champions. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used, honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
He took the outlaw. 54 miles. Pretty quiet. He was pretty quiet. Check 52.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Check 4.
They'll run with Taylor. And, right away, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Right there. 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch twist. Out, zoom.
On 2nd and 9, Young, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ochena Nwosu, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Check, lucky.
Third and long for Young. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mike by four. Watch the screen. Showing it. Check. Look at it. Shit.
And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, While at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Set 70, Indy. Hey, watch the slant.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Go set 18 Gator. Get that ball, man. Get that ball. Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, Haywood. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Go out. Watch it. Go. We got double. Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 26.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. I'm going to run you over. Ready?
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Young. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 31. Alert flash.
Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They go play action. Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
This will be fielded at the 17. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, Charlie. Hey. Watch one. Pick the edge. Come. Defense.
Back to throw. Gruber. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Fielded at about the 28. Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is to give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We go! 60 Pittsburgh. Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap. Shoot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's a fumble. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Young, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Young throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
64, weak.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It certainly wasn't one of the more conventional plays ever run, but it gained a 1st down, and they got the ball in the hands of a playmaker.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Set, 8, read. Right there. Oh, you got 10? Watch it. Check it back, check it back. 25, check it. Leo, go. Bravo. Rock it. Snap.
On 1st and 10, Gruber. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Henry. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah. Ready.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Young looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Undercoach. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike
Young on third down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And touchdown! A big play there. 64 yards as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Exit. 58, boy. 58. 58. Mike. Watch the look. Squeeze. Check 9. Tight dog. 36. Look at me. Go. 24.
Looking to throw. Gruber. And his throw here's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Alpha. 58.
From the gun, Gruber. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. But it's going to be 2nd down. Young off the play fake. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Mike 52 right here. 52. Here we go. Rush in. Bam. Yo, go. Hey, Wahoo. He's checking. Crash. Shit. 6-6, pull it high. Hurry. Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. 15 yards. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready. 52. And let's get some penetration here. Switch it. 13, spill. Hard. No. Slam. Roll out. Check. Get it.
On first down, Gruber. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They run with Taylor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Ramirez now throwing on 4th down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just looking the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Young. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Young now to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Throwing on 3rd and long. Young. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20. Not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. On now is the Titans punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Uchenna Nwosu make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. To try again after the sack. Young, his throw incomplete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Young. And now here's another interception. Snags it for the pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made 1 more play, could have had our shutout.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Check your hot read. Check. Lucky. Go. Show it. Hey, Sam off. Yep. Hey, Echo. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Stringer. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and we'll do something some other time." But
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
And they're singing in the Music City. The Tennessee Titans are your Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many mil. Cause bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm